What's up, guys? Brandon Fox here with Straight Twitching Foxes. Alright, today I just want to talk to you about a little bit about myself. So, first start, what books do I read, maybe? So, first off, there is one book that I always make sure I read. Excuse me. Never really been a big fan of devotional books. But I did have one that was laying around for the longest time. And so, in the past 3 months or so, I decided to pick it up and start reading. So, it is My Utmost for His Highest by Oswald Chambers. So, I always make sure that I read that, and I also look up and read the scriptures that are associated with the devotion. And so, that's been a help for me every single day to get into the scripture, especially when you're living in a busy lifestyle and stuff like that. So anyways, good book. I know many have probably been through it. If you haven't been through it, I strongly suggest it. I don't really read a whole lot of spiritual books aside from the Bible. I just usually use the Bible. So, and my recommended choice version of the Bible, I'd have to say I definitely recommend using NASB and ESV together. ESV is my study Bible, but I also use NASB because it's like a solid punch in the face. That's just my opinion. So anyways, aside from that, I've read plenty of other books in the past, but currently some other books. A guy that lives in West Virginia that I've been talking to through the Twitterverse. We've had great conversations about God and faith, spirituality, life in general, mission trips and stuff like that. And so he's heavily involved in politics and everything like that. He is a whiz at history and everything like that. And so he's recommended a couple books to me. I read one about Bonhoeffer. That was a long book. That was a good book. The one that I really enjoyed, and I think a lot of you guys would enjoy, is a book entitled If You Can Keep It by Eric Metaxas. It was a great book. It offers a lot of history into America and religious freedoms and, how our country was built, and stuff like that. So it was great. It's a good book. And it's not even that long. So if you guys are like, I like books, but when they start getting like this thick, but you guys could probably read it 4 days or less or something like that. So definitely a good book. One book that I just started reading is called The Intimidation Game. It's about how the left is silencing free speech. Anyways, aside from books, favorite TV shows, it is very hard for me to get into a new series. So I have watched The Office like 3 or 4 times, all the seasons. It took me the longest time to get into Parks and Rec, and finally I broke through, in the second season. So I'm finishing that right now. I've watched Last Man Standing through the second time now. Stranger Things, new season coming out on that. Can't wait for that. Me and my wife watched the OA together, so we enjoyed that. I couldn't finish The Walking Dead. I don't know why, I just lost interest. I couldn't finish Breaking Bad. I just couldn't, I don't know why. And no, I have not seen Game of Thrones. And no, I do not have any interest in seeing Game of Thrones. So it's just not something that I'm gravitating towards. So stuff like that. Movies, I'm more drawn to the sci-fi action stuff. Star Trek, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, all that stuff. So yeah, stuff blowing up is cool and everything like that, but I want something that's gonna make my mind think, and be like, oh wow. Like one of the movies that came out that I really like to watch a lot is Interstellar. I like that movie. Some of the concepts are like, oh my gosh, but it just makes you think. So, and it comes back to sometimes at night I'll get on YouTube and I'll watch stuff that's completely contradictory to what I believe or what I would even go to believe. So, I'll watch stuff about conspiracy theories and I'll watch stuff about aliens and UFOs. It doesn't bother me. I'm drawn and intrigued by how people's brains work and how they connect dots and make things, like formulas and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty cool. But overall, I'm just like, all right, I know what I believe. I'm firm in it. So it's not bad, to know what everybody else is saying. You just gotta be careful. Other than that, you guys know that I'm into music. I like rap and stuff like that. But honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't listen to a whole lot of music. I usually just listen to instrumentals. I write and I listen to my music. Yeah, it sounds pretty egotistical, but you have to be your number one fan. I am by no means perfect or number one or best at my genre. I understand that, but I still have to be my number one fan. So other than that, I don't really listen to a whole lot of music. I do like cinematic stuff, soundtracks and scores, and stuff like that. So anyways, that's just a little bit about me and some of the things I like. What I do on the day-to-day basis, that may come at a later time. It's not really interesting as of right now. I am ripping up floor in our kitchen because there is a leak and our floor is all rotting out. So wish me luck on that. All right, see you guys.